afternoon. Mike Mahoney, MakeItRainNow.com, Realtor in Greater Boston, and large user of Sendoutcards in my real estate practice. Got a few people on the call and wanted to show them specific implementations of Sendoutcards and how to get clients to become attracted to you. Okay, so first off, I'm going to go through a series of about 7 things. These are things that I almost use daily. So I use Sendoutcards for sale by owners. I'll show you how I do that. I go to Zillow, and I live in Greater Boston, and specifically near Norfolk County. So I use Zillow, and then I filter out the listings. So I take out the by agent stuff, and I only look at the by owner and the make me move. Make me move is when people put their home up and try to solicit interest or people to engage with them. So my thing is they're probably for sale by owners too, because why else would you subject yourself to the torture of a real estate agent calling you? So here's basically what I do. I do the filtering by owner and make me move, and then I go through, and here's a property right here. This is a condo around the corner from my office. So that's a nice picture. I right-click on that. I do a save image as, and I've already got it here, so we'll save that. Then I flip over to Sendoutcards, and I have a saved card. When you create a card, you can save them as your favorites or your Picture Plus cards. So as you see here, I just start creating a 2-panel card, which is actually, a regular Hallmark style card, folded and put in an envelope with a stamp. The beauty of the system is that it will do variable print. So when you put a contact into the Sendoutcards database, you can do things like dear first name, and first name will put in the appropriate first name based on that database. So here is the front of the card. So what I do is actually go to Pictures, Upload More, go out to where I saved it, and drag it over to here. Then I just hit Span, and it creates a card with a for sale sign on that, and then there's some text that says, let's have coffee to discuss your home sale. So then I would change the color of that font and place it somewhere where it's legible on this picture. Okay. So that's pretty much, a good way to get some interest, right? You're sending a personalized card to someone with a picture of their house, and they have their house as a for sale by owner. Now on the inside, I have it pre-scripted to say, dear first name, I saw that you had your home on the market as a buy owner. I'm sure you were being approached by many real estate agents. I have tons of clever ways to get the best buyer for the properties I sell. Let's grab a coffee. Mike Mahoney, RealtorMikeMahoney.com, and then this number. So it's a good practice as you use the system to periodically just save your cards so that when you go back, it's always in your saved cards, and then assuming you're going to use it again. So now I'll just hit continue, and you'll see that it's going to cost me 3 points. In the world of Sendoutcards, 3 points is it's 39 cents a point because you pay $39 for 100 points. If you were going to implement one thing as a real estate agent, I have a little expression which is a FSBO a day keeps the creditors away. I would do something like this, and just expend your 100 points. So to check out, you just hit checkout. Then you would fill in the return address. Oftentimes, I will just take out my return address because I don't want them to know where I am. So we'll click next. I guess it requires something. I'll just put Main Street in the town where that is. filters 62. Coincidentally, I actually own a domain in that town, so I own homes in Plainville, Mass.com, I believe. So let's just check that. Guess not. Thought I did. Yeah, homesinplainville.com. So now I'll just use that as part of the return address. And actually, we can use his return address on the envelope, right? So we'll just put this. And that'll get curiosity as well. That's a funny thing to do. So when the owner gets the message, he'll have my name with his return address as the place it came from. So clicking next, I had already keyed him in just to save us a little bit of time. His last name is Connor. We'll hit select recipient. There it is. Next, confirm. It's going to cost me 49 cents for a stamp. That's what that's saying. And voila, it's off and running. There's the confirmation code. Okay, so let's say now as a for sale by owner that you want to stay in touch with this person, and if you're like most real estate agents, you have a million things going and you're not really organized because you're running around with buyers and sellers like most realtors. So what you can do is build these things called campaigns. And if you work with me in Sendoutcards, I have pretty much everything already built. And one of the nice features is I can share my campaigns. So when you give me your account number, when you sign up with me, I just punch in your account number, and anything I've got built, even cards, can be shared to your system. So when you sign up with me, I give you a one-to-one, kind of find out what you're looking for, and then I'll give you everything that you would need to get started. As we said, campaigns are the best way to do this because it's kind of like a set and forget it. Set it and forget it. Here's the for sale by owner campaign, which is a series of 4 postcards. I had custom cards made, custom logos. For people that sign up with me as distributors, those would be people like me that want to resell it to other professionals and get paid for your work and basically make some money with Sendoutcards. I can set you up with my designer and have something similar made. So this is the front of the card. So the first one is actually a card, and then inside there's a message. I saw your home came on the market. I know you're trying to sell it on your own. I can appreciate that. Wondering if I had a buyer for your home, are you cooperating with agents? Do you need help finding a new home? You can check the value of your home at homevalueboston.com. So that's card number 1. Then card number 2 in the sequence. So when you apply that campaign to a person, it will go out immediately. That's how that's set up. And then the second one is a postcard, very similar looking, same front. I just put the little sold stamp on there. And that will go 10 days after the first card. Then the third one has very similar messaging, goes 21 days after the first one. And then the last one goes 35 days after the first one. So all I have to do now is we've already sent a personalized card to that person. I'll just type in their last name. They're now in the database. And now when I'm in their contact record, I can actually just hit apply the for sale by owner campaign and hit send. And you'll see that it's going to cost me 6 points and $1.51 in postage. So I'll hit continue, and it will say you'll receive a main menu notification when it's finished sending. So that's pretty cool, right? Any questions?
No, that's very efficient.
Yep. So that's the for sale by owner with the campaign. The campaign is really, kind of a nice thing to do. I'll show you how I use another campaign I call my 33 touch. My 33 touch is, it's a term that I got from Keller Williams. I'm a Keller Williams agent by trade. I built 8 separate different cards. This is a combination of postcards and a couple greeting cards. And they're set up to send on different strange holidays. So Halloween is a postcard. Thanksgiving, postcard. Christmas or holiday season is peace, joy, love, non-denominational. Then a Valentine's Day card. Then may luck of the Irish be with you on St. Patrick's Day. Spring, 4th of July, and summer. And I'll pick this one with the 4th of July stuff. So this is what this one says inside. Hope you have a great 4th of July. Enjoy the summer. Mike, Realtor Mike, Mahoney.com. Just a touch. This is the front. Just trying to stay in front of people. So it's got Iwo Jima, which I thought was kind of good looking. So that's my 33 touch. And just to show you how that works, I met a woman last night. She's actually the manager. Let me pull out her business card. She's the manager of a senior living residence, and my attorney friend was doing a fair there for seniors. So he actually invited me to meet this person, and her name was Heather. So I thought, let me just see. I thought I put her in. Maybe I didn't, but I'll show you how easy it is to add someone. Okay, so I spelled her name wrong. That was the problem there. But I met her last night, and just to show you, I'm going to hit save, and now do a search for Heather, and let's view it. So let's add her to my 33 touch. Okay, it's going to cost me 12 points and $3.02 in postage. But it's going to go over the course of the year. So right now, if I were to go back into her account, you'll basically see that it's queued up a bunch of unfulfilled cards. So looking at this, on May 1st, she's going to get a card. Okay?
Mike, I have a question.
Yep.
So with all of those, the way you have them set up then, they will go out on specific dates, not so many weeks after the first one goes out.
This campaign right here, the 33 touch.
Right.
This one is going out on specific dates. So
right.
Halloween goes out on October 1st. Thanksgiving goes out on November 1st. Christmas goes out on 12/1. Valentine's 2/05. St. Patrick's Day 3/08. Spring, May 1st. 4th of July, 6/25. And then this summer one. And just to show you, anything you've ever sent, whoops, sorry, let me just stop that. Anything you've ever sent shows up in card history, or if you look at a record. So this is this week's, what I've sent. This was actually my nephew, and I was going to get into this. I sent him a birthday card. So he's young. So he got this birthday card. And one of the things you can add is brownies or gifts. So I actually added brownies. If you go up to the gift store, show you what that looks like. This is a 2-pack of brownies. It comes shipped in a box, and the card gets put in the box. It's pretty substantial. Total with the card is about $7.67. But here's an example of someone who gives me referrals, and I actually added them to the list this week. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to choose a contact. This person had just referred me someone. So I'm going to hit View, and I'm going to say Save and Send a Card. And once inside the catalog, I can just hit Thank You. And there's like 3,000 cards. See what comes up. There's one I like. Let me just look at my favorites. I like this one a lot. It's kind of bright, colorful. I'm going to hit Continue. So I just want to show you quickly how I can thank someone. So this is kind of already built. I appreciate your help. Just to quickly show you on checking out Mike Mahoney, and that's good enough. So I'm going to hit Continue, and you can click Add Gift to this order. And I just want to show you that right here I can hit Starbucks. Here's a $5 gift card. And literally check out, it's 3 points for the card, and the Starbucks gift card's $5. It's going to use my mailing address. Shoot, wrong person. Let me just, that card was already in draft mode. So there we go. And then it will just tell me when it's going to go. They add a little, let's see, they might add a little charge. So they added a $2 processing fee for the gift card, but I didn't have to get in my car and go to Starbucks. So if you get referrals from people, that's a nice thing. Remember I said I got invited to the senior thing last night? That was with a friend of mine who's the attorney. His name's Alex. I'll hit View. Send, whoops, meant to say send card, sorry. Hang on. Questions as I go? You're all good.
This is Lisa. I really appreciate you showing us that campaign for the whole year. I get in lots of campaigns, but I have never preset specific dates. I tend to do what your first example was, so many weeks after immediate.
Yep.
And then, but I really, you've just showed me something brand new that I really need to start doing.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Yep. Thanks for inviting me to the event last evening. It was great to catch up, Mike. So now just to continue, I'm kind of beating a dead horse here. Add a gift just to show you. Oh, these are kind of cool. These keys to success, I like this one a lot. This is a little key. It ships in there. It's 8 points. So instead of a Starbucks card, I can send him that. So he'll get the card plus the little key. That's kind of a nice thing.
People really seem to like them.
Yeah, I use that a lot, just to kind of prove it to you. I'll show you my card history. So that's going to go, the processing fee was $1, It was 11 points with the key and the card. But that's an attorney that, you know, definitely gives me a lot of referrals. So far, pretty good, right? Here's another example for open house. Let's say you want to let me just see. Oh, here's a good campaign. This one here is the Easter Bunny. So Brian Buffini has a thing called the Pop By. He's a coach that trains a lot of real estate agents. And one of the agents in my office was talking about how they were going to wrap all this stuff and go to the little dollar store and make all this stuff. And I was like, really? Your time's not worth a lot more? So with Sendoutcards, you can actually import contacts. So if you have a list, you can just pull them in, CSV file, and bring them in. And then I built a campaign called the Easter Bunny. And essentially what it is this card. And it's got Easter eggs on the outside. And then it says, first name, I hope the Easter Bunny's good to you. Keep me in mind this spring. Hope everyone is doing well. So on that campaign, it actually adds in a packet of seeds. So this is an envelope size gift. So if you go to the gift store, this is what this looks like. So it'll actually put forget-me-not seeds in the card. It's kind of a nice play on words, right? Forget-me-not. Keep me in mind for this spring. So that's a good one. Here's another one for open house. Let's say you want to run an open house. You know, realtors are always sending out postcards. You could do the nosy neighbor invite, which is this. I built a card that says, we are hosting an open house. We are hoping to meet you this weekend. Will we see you? And let's just show you what that looks like. So this is a pre-built card that I can share with anyone. This is the front. So we are hosting an open house. First name is actually keyed off the database. So when Sendoutcard sees first name, just get in there again. Undo that. Well, anyways, I just destroyed my card. But that's what the outside looks like. And here's the inside. So what I did here was I actually dragged pictures over to the card. So when you open it up, and then I have a long narrative which says, your neighbors at 37 Smith Street are moving. They've hired us to sell their home for them. We're hosting a public open house for prospective buyers on Sunday from 1 to 3. We are holding an informal meet and greet with coffee and pastries for neighbors to come see what the local real estate market values are doing in our area from 12 to 12:45 before the public comes to preview. We look forward to seeing you at 37 Smith Street on Sunday. You can preview the property at www.37smith.com. Can't make the open house and curious about the market, call us at this number. Get the value of your home at homevalueboston.com. You can go out and, you know, so I've got that card. I haven't set it up as a campaign, but I'm only a couple steps away. What I can now do is, let's say I know where that person lives. I can do a search, and let's say it's Milton. I can hit find. All the people that live in Milton come up. There's 106. I can selectively uncheck who I want to send it to, and then just hit campaign. It would show up in here, and then boom, hit send, and off it goes. There's also an app on your phone. So if you're out in the field and you get Tim's name and you type it in, these pre-built campaigns are already there. Show you some other things you can do just on a personal level. This is kind of cool. You go to Facebook, you see a picture of someone, you know, everyone's putting pictures of their kids, whatever it is. You right-click on that picture, you save it, then you go back over to Sendoutcards, and just to show you, my friend's a huge football fan, and there was a cute picture of him with a football character. So on Facebook, so I recently sent him this. Actually sent it to his wife. So it was a sympathy card that I sent, and I put the picture inside. And Andrea, so I don't know his wife. This man actually passed away. I knew him from business. And I just said, I knew Mike from BNI in Boston. I'm very sorry for your loss. So that's kind of on the personal level. I have one more good sort of Facebook, one more good real estate thing. Anybody use these valuation pages that look like this?
I don't.
Okay. So a lot of people will use these, and let's say you put in 18 Elm Street in Foxborough, Massachusetts. You hit go. A lot of real estate agents use this, and what happens with these is it will actually pull up the map of the property, so it kind of piques their interest. They're like, oh my gosh, that's my house, right? But then it says, verify that this is you, and you click yes. So as soon as they click yes, it now prompts them, see that, for their name and email address. And at that point, some people will leave. They won't even bother. They'll say, forget this, I'm out of here. But most of these systems, they have what they call partial lead capture. So you saw that I didn't even put in my name or anything. You'll see that someone actually went on the website and they'll plug in that address. So you see that someone went to that website and plugged in that address. Now, as realtors, we know who lives in that house. So with Sendoutcards, you can actually then add them. And I'm just going to choose myself and say view. So that's me. And then hit view, send a campaign. And I have one called partial lead follow-up. So I can hit send and it will start that. That campaign looks like this. Partial lead follow-up is addressed looking like me with the company homevalueboston.com, and you'll see it sends out 3 cards. It sends one out immediately, which is basically the screen that they were on. So this is the front of the card. So that will look familiar to them. And this is the back. Just wanted to let you know we need more homes like yours on the market. Would love to meet with you for coffee. So that's card 1. So if they come on and I get a partial lead, that's how I handle it. Then you'll see it will send one 45 days after and then 90. So those are my set it and forget it.
And Mike, all 3 cards are exactly the same on the back, on the postcard.
Let me look. I think so. I'm a pretty simple guy. Yep,
Yeah.
Same card.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, what do you do if after the first phone call, someone calls you and wants to meet for coffee?
Yeah, so you can cut it off. You just go to unfulfilled campaigns, and those cards that I've selected for people to get, like this guy, like we put him in today, see that?
Mm-hmm.
He's set up. You know, we put him, this guy, we just keyed up 4 cards. We can take him out. So if we now have the appointment, we just click those and cancel selected campaigns. And that credits your account back with the points and the postage.
Thank you.
Another thing that's really cool about Sendoutcards, and I kind of get off on my tangent, I think that was Lisa, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's say that this is Lisa's record here. Okay, so here's Lisa's record. Lisa's become Michael. But here is Lisa's birthday, 2/14. As soon as we put her birthday in, we can also add her to the birthday campaign that I created. And as soon as I send that, it would apply the birthday campaign, which looks like this. So it will have my name, home address as the return, and it'll actually key up a birthday card. And I just picked up on that because if you go over here to view unfulfilled campaigns, like here's a couple people that will get birthday cards from me automatically. You see it up there. That's pretty much all my real estate stuff. One of the nice things I do, show you a kind of cool card. These guys sold their house with me a couple of years ago, and I made them a card that people tend to hang on to these cards. These are, so that was a sympathy card. Was that? No, that was a thank you card. Didn't it look like I had multiple cards? Okay, so multiple contacts. Look at this one. Let me show you a real estate card that was pretty cool. Okay, when I put their house on the market, I built them a 3-panel card. So I took the photos and actually put it into a big fold-out card. So you can see that's something they would keep.
That's very impressive.
They also have big cards. These are kind of cool. These are gigantic 8.5 by 11. So these are huge cards. Let me see. They're nice if you're going on a pre-listing appointment. You can build it in advance. Let me see if someone shared one with me. I think someone, no. Not someone shared them with me. This is a good example for expireds. Show you how we do this one. Or just sold. Let's say you want to do a just sold. You can go to listings in your MLS. Pull up some screen that you might like. Use a tool like this, which does screen capture. Change the front. And then you just drop that on and span. Oops, I guess I butchered that one. Hang on. Something like that. So you get the idea. You would obviously use better pictures, something like that. And then I have like a little, I think I have a little sold stamp. See if I have sold. Something like that you can drop. Questions? Anyone?
Mike, I had a question.
Yep.
So usually when you push the send, how long does it usually take to mail out?
So that's a good question. It could take 3 to 5 days.
Oh, 3 to 5 days? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
you know, you don't want to be one of these last-minute realtors. You got to have, you know, if you're trying to get something that's date-sensitive. But most of my stuff, and go ahead, I'll keep going. Go ahead.
And then, so 3 to 5 days. And then another question, you know how it's a variable print? The variable print, let's say it's only for the name of the owner. Can it be for, like, let's say a variable print for an address?
Let's take a look. So if I add text, you can insert, no, only first name, and spouse name, last name, and spouse name.
Okay, so I would have to manually put in the address, let's say for absentee owners.
Oh, if you wanted to say your home at?
Yeah, your home at.
Yeah, you'd probably have to do that.
Okay.
So, hey, Mike, can you hear me?
Yep.
So, yeah, the way I have gotten around that is in the spouse name is where I have uploaded the address.
Oh, right.
But then you have to be careful. What you then have to do is, because when you upload the address, and let's say it's 1234 Main Street, it will take the 1234 in the spouse first name and the rest of the things it will put in the last name. So you have to go and change it manually and put everything in the first name. And you have to put some last name as well, otherwise it will by default, again, go back to only 1234.
Yeah, that's, and this gentleman on the phone is an investor, right?
Yes, I'm Hemant. This is Hemant.
Yep. So he targets investment. He looks for distressed properties and that sort of thing.
Oh, okay. So okay, got it. So he's putting.
Is that? That's correct, right?
Yeah.
Hemant, I want to show them how I can share campaigns. Tell me your code again.
Oh, it is DCOOLCATT.
Hang on 1 sec. I know you told it to me. I'm just going to copy it out of here.
Sure.
I think you sent it to me. Let me write it down again. Say it slowly.
It's D as in David, C as in cat, OOL, C as in cat, A, T as in Tom, T as in Tom.
D as in David, cool, COOLC.
ATT.
Oh, okay. Like captain.
Correct. CAT as in Tom.
So you can see my screen. Let's just see. So we got DCOOLCAPT.
No, TT. Tom. A. Tom. Yep. TT. One more T. Yep. There you go.
So watch. We can share the for sale by owner campaign with him. Let's say he likes if you like my sequencing.
Yes, I do.
Okay, like on this one, because this takes a lot of work to build, you can go in and just modify this card. So you would just change the card, and then if you want to skip, like if you don't want to send all those cards, like let's say you just want to get a quarterly one out, just take out the cards you don't want. You see what I'm saying? So let me just go back and I'll share this one with you. That's my 33 touch. So right now, if I put in his account, it'll pop up and show you that I just did that with him. Okay, here's another kind of cool one. This is called my pre-listing campaign. So I know I'm going over to the house, and I've got a little time, 3 or 4 days. I send this, even if it doesn't make it on time, it makes it the day after, which is just equally as impressive. So this is the front. Looks like that, custom. This is the back, the inside, excuse me. I'm looking forward to the potential of working together in the upcoming future to sell your property. Thanks for your time. When you send this campaign, it also has the key, which is this, a token. So let me show you. It puts in a little token, which this is kind of a nice touch. That's the key. There's also a coin that I can put in, little compass. People like this one as well. That's like it's like the size of a coin. But that campaign's already built as well, so when I know I'm going over. And then another one that I have set up is, thanks for showing me your home. So I had started to set it up. I don't have it set up. But you can also ship brownies off after. Here's an example where I did an event. Did an event called Make Hunger Disappear, and people donated money. So I just grouped them into a group, and I built this card. I just wanted to take a moment and say thanks for being part of Make Hunger Disappear. Your contribution will have a significant impact on the lives of people less fortunate than us. And just to show you with the contact manager, when I put people in, I'll add them to groups. So there were some people that donated. When I click on Make Hunger Disappear, they all pop up. So these were the people that donated. And then I can just hit campaign and Make Hunger Disappear and send that, and it will go out to all those people. So yeah, that's pretty much, Sendoutcards in a nutshell. I've tried to use real world, ideas of how I do things. The real key is to build these campaigns. Here's another one. You can build the home purchase anniversary date. But the campaigns give you the leverage, particularly if you're a one-man band without an assistant. And there's an app for the phone. Just to go over what Sendoutcards cost, I'm going to sign out and show you guys. To sign up, well, one thing, you want to keep an eye on my MakeItRainNow.com website, because I do post videos. And another thing I would tell you is under YouTube, if you just do a search for me on YouTube, I have all the videos, like the things I've just taught. I actually have a Sendoutcards for Realtors channel, and there's 28 videos. So you'll see like everything I've pretty much shown you is there, how to do expireds, for sale by owners, the Zillow thing, expireds. So there's a lot of things there. Just look for me there. To sign up for Sendoutcards, if you're not a user, you go to sendoutcards.com/Mike Mahoney. And if you're just looking to dip your toe in the water, you can sign up for a $39 a month account, which is 100 points. You can cancel at any time. My account, I have 3 of these, so I burn through about 300 points a month. But this is one of my main, I would say that this is like really my largest marketing thing. I'm in a business networking group. I'm in a Chamber of Commerce. I was a Toastmaster in a Toastmasters public speaking group, and I was in another business group. So I have all those people on campaigns. Anyone I meet, that's a vendor in professional services, tradesperson, I put them on the 8-card campaign, and they seem to remember me. Like yesterday, I randomly got that call to come to the senior living place with a friend of mine who was the attorney, and I probably met a good contact last night. So for me, I like the 8-card campaign. I know it might be a little overkill. You could probably do 1 a quarter and get the same effects. But I have, in my account, the high-touch account, the high-touch people. I've got about 105 people on there. So I know a lot of realtors try to play on having a huge database. I'd rather play with a smaller number. I eat lunch with that group 3 times a month. I go to the networking events, so it's just an added touch. Every time I go to one of the events, I always have a leave behind, which will actually bring up a good point. So let's say that you go to your stats here for real estate, like on our board. Let's say that this was some statistic that I wanted to use in a mailing. I would basically screenshot that and then make a card with that, and I can send it out to my little group. I can also download public records for a street. So I just got a listing on this street called Birchwood. Here's all the public records. I can select them all, download it, and then import it in. And then key off whatever cards I want, whether it's greeting cards or postcards. But back to pricing for Sendoutcards. If you just want to dip your toe in the water, $39 a month. This is the one I use, but I have 3, so I buy 300. And it cost me $117 a month. Because every time I put someone on a campaign, I think it was 6 to 8 points. And I just added one while we were on the call. Other bundles available. The custom brand manager, you can do custom signatures where it will actually scan your photo. You can look at these. You can also brand the back of the card. So what that looks like, right now, when my cards go, I don't have it. I should probably buy it. My cards go out and it has the Sendoutcards logo on the back. But let's say that you wanted to put a logo on the back. You can buy the brand manager. I'll show you kind of something like this. I do have a logo, so this I could exchange out, and this could go on the back. Something like that. Right now it's using the Sendoutcards. I should probably upgrade. But this is, again, it's $39 a month, no subscription fee. Anyone that joins through me, I have these ongoing webinars. You sign up. I do one-to-ones with you to get you started. Any campaigns that I've built, I'll share with you. Here's one for open house follow-up. I don't have it built, but you guys get the idea. With this software that I'm using to demonstrate today, I can turn over the controls. So if you guys want to drive, you can drive. I can connect to your computer, however you want to do it. But very simply, if you tell me what you're trying to do, I can usually just share it. So back at the card catalog, here's that one I just built for open houses. So if I hit create, I can share that as well. So if I save it as a picture plus card, hit overwrite. I believe I can share individual cards. Let me just go back. So in my picture plus cards, I can take that card right there and then hit share. And I've got, right? Hammett?
Yes.
Just making sure. That's not you. What's your,
That's me. That's me.
oh, okay. Yep, that's your wife's name.
Yeah.
Sorry. So that card's going out to his wife. Here's this postcard if you like that. This is kind of a cool card. This is a good idea with Facebook. Someone had a baby. So I made a big card. This is 8.5 by 11. And I took the kid's face and put it in this frame. So if we've got someone here, you just get them into your pictures. Here's my nieces when they were little. See that? So that's kind of a personal card. But you get the idea. So that's really all I have today. If you have specific questions, I can log in and show you. But again,
Thank you very much, Mike.
Yeah, the best place to kind of keep an eye on real estate specific stuff would be here. But mainly my YouTube channel. And then if you want to sign up, it goes through what it looks like. And everything I've just said about the $39 a month accounts in this little video. When you sign up with me, like I said, I scheduled a one-on-one and we build real estate specific things.
So, Mike, one quick question.
Yep.
You're doing, I like your idea. What I've done is now for my wife, as soon as there is a new listing on Zillow, like a FISBO listing, it gives us an update, and I immediately want to send out a Sendoutcard campaign for the FISBO. Now, are you sending them an actual greeting card or just a postcard?
On yeah, so today you came on just a hair late, which is fine. I kind of waited because I knew you were coming on. Let me just show you in the beginning of this. If we go to card history today, I sent one to this guy right here. Let me just see which one it is. I think this is it here. And if you look at my FISBO video on makeitrainnow.com, so it wasn't this one. Let me go back. This was the card I built with this guy today. So I took his house, so on Zillow, I'll do it again quick because there's the realtors on here. I live in Norfolk County. So I click Norfolk County, and then I right-click on that, and I say Save Image As. And then I upload it to Sendoutcards, and you see it pops up over here. Then I have this card already built with the little for sale sign, and then I just drop the house on, and then I already have this text set. You know, and then inside, this is the first card. So it says, I saw that you had your home on the market as by owner. I'm sure you're being approached by many real estate agents. I have tons of clever ways to get the best buyer for properties I sell. Let's grab a coffee. So I send that one because it has the house,
Yes.
And then after I go through the process of sending the card, I go back to his accounts or his contacts.
Yeah.
I got to spell his name right. Again, oh, God. I think I need to eat lunch. My blood sugar is really low. So if we view him, then what I did was I actually dropped the for sale by owner campaign on him. So you'll see now that he gets one card with the image, then he's going to get another card, and then 1, 2, 3 subsequent postcards. Okay. And if you go over to my makeitrainnow.com, this little video is basically what I just showed you because I recorded it today.
Okay, I'll take a look at that one.
But that's pretty cool. The personal stuff is the ones that really seem to get their attention.
Right. Yeah, actually, it's funny. I've been doing the expired listings now for my wife for the last 3 weeks.
Yep.
Going on a listing appointment right now, so I was kind of lost track of time. I was helping her prepare for that. So.
Right. But the thing I like, because I'm kind of, I've got 2 kids. They both play sports. I've got a wife, a dog, and I get busy. I like the campaigns. I like the personal card, and my approach, is I have a joke, which is a FSBO a day keeps the creditors at bay. And one personalized one like that, and then I stick them on the campaign. So worst case scenario, even if I wrote this down on a scrap piece of paper and threw it out, these are firing off in sequence.
Right.
I went to show a for sale by owner once that was entry only, and the lady was like, "Oh, I get your stuff," and I was like, "Oh, you do?"
Right.
So it was good.
Yeah, they do remember. So I do make an impression. So.
And most real estate agents, they won't survive this long.
Right.
Like in the sequence, it's all about having a system.
Yeah.
Most of them, the majority of them, like they use tools like RedX, like this, and they download the expireds. Oops. And this is a good way to do, this is another way you can probably do it. I don't do it this way, but I have access to it. You could probably select. These are the expireds, and then just download them. Download them via export, bring them in through import, and then just drive those into a group.
Yeah.
So you create a group called like expireds 472017. Add group, bring them into there, and then do a campaign on top of them.
Right. Okay.
Another thing that you could see the other day, I took a nice sample postcard. Someone had sent out a postcard in my neighborhood.
Okay.
And she wasn't the listing agent. I thought it was pretty cool. So I just screenshot it and said, you could do something like this. Yikes, the font's terrible. Buyer wants your neighbor's house at 22 Ridge had multiple offers. This is a great time to be a seller. Have you or someone you know had thoughts of selling? We can work with you to make it happen. And then on the back, Realtor, right? You could do that with Sendoutcards really quickly.
Right.
That doesn't even have to be your listing.
Right.
Okay. So, that's in a nutshell. I mean, I'm kind of I think, Hemant, you're kind of become a power user too.
Oh. Yeah, I'm starting to build a team, and I just was like, that's why even I wanted to kind of if you had some time later, either this week or next week, or next week, not it's almost over, have kind of a one-on-one with you, because that's the reason I'm looking at Real Geeks also.
Yep.
What I'm realizing, people are going to my wife's website, but my wife's website I haven't updated in 10 years, and I'm like, boy, I'm missing out here. So.
Yep. Yeah, because you asked me about the Real Geeks.
Yes.
I don't know anything about that, but I gave guys contact information.
Uh-huh.
I'll see if he gets back to me. I was hoping he'd come on the call today because he actually buys Sendoutcards with me.
Okay.
And that's where I actually built the partial lead management. Did you see that one?
Yes, that's how I picked up on, by watching your video is what I picked up on. Can you share that campaign? Yeah, share that campaign also.
I will, yep. Hang on. That's how I built that one was I went to my valuation page.
Yes.
And then I did a screenshot using this tool here.
Yeah.
Saved it down.
Yep.
And then, just made this partial lead follow-up. Oops.
Yeah.
And I got that from that guy Merlin, who buys the Sendoutcards from me.
Got it. That I found really neat. What I'm realizing, my direct mail campaign is getting traffic to my website, but I need a good website to capture the partial leads so I can do better follow-up.
Yeah, so just as a real estate agent, I use this one, listingstoleads.com.
Okay.
I have the minimum account.
Okay.
I'll just quickly show you. This might be a good one for you. You're techie. And for those of you on the call, you can build landing pages. So property valuation. Hemant, where do you live? Give me a town you target.
Rochester Hills.
You just type in Rochester Hills,
Michigan.
Let's just, I'll see what this looks like. We might have to edit it.
Sure.
And then on the right, they have these valuation pages that get created. You want to use these ones over here because they're friendly for iPhones, Android, tablets.
Right.
Okay, so this is what these look like. The Rochester Hills landing page just got created. So give me an address.
1970 H-U-T-C-H-I-N-S. Yep, that's the one. I'm just sorry. No, go ahead. I changed it. No, yeah, Drive, Rochester Hills.
There it is. Okay, see that? We click on that. Then I'll just put in my name.
Yeah.
And I need to sell soon. You can build different ones. I should have just got an email. See that?
Yes. Okay.
All right, so that's one version. This system has different ones. I'm not sure that's the one you'd want to use. There's this, partial valuation plus one. Once you get them in, you can edit them as well.
Okay.
There's some that don't require a name or email address up front, and that's what this one is. So let's say we put in 1979, and we'll just take that one. See how it doesn't require an email address or anything?
Right.
Then it brings them to a map where they actually see their house, and they're like, wow, that's pretty wild. So then they hit this. Now it says, hey, I need your name and your email address. But in the meantime, what happens on that one is I just got an email address. I just got a notice that someone put in that address. See, that's not even in my state.
Yes.
But now I can go to the partial lead follow-up.
Right.
Even if they, right now, they could take off on me. Like they could say, forget it, closed, they're gone.
Yeah.
I know someone raised their hand at that house. Like last night, someone went into my website and see this, it was Texas.
Right.
Right? And as an agent, I could now say, okay, I'm a Keller Williams person.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should try to refer that to someone down there. And these guys came up, right? These guys came up. So now maybe I make a call to them and spin it out. I sent one recently to this Kathy Raditz. Oops. Is that her name? She was out in Wisconsin.
Okay.
And sure enough, Kathy Raditz, she emailed me and said the thing actually did get listed.
Right.
So that was pretty wild.
Yeah. It's called listings to leads.
Yeah, listings to leads. And then this is actually cool. See how this, I actually use LionDesk, which is a CRM.
Okay.
And this is kind of cool. I pay $20 a month for it. People, you know, there's like referrals. My cost was originally $29. Someone must have put in my referral code, and I now get it for $20. But nonetheless, that lead now comes in to LionDesk because I have listings to leads set up to copy it to their system. So you'll see that the new, no, I thought it came in. They come in like this, I think, when they plug in. So they come in, and then you can actually put them on a drip campaign. So if you got their email address, you can build those out. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
And that has good intelligence built into it.
Okay.
I have it set up. I used to do my pre-listing process by hand. I'd pull out my checklist and work through it. Then I realized there was so much that I was doing where I could just create a PDF file and have it email and send them a text. So it has some good, low-level code that can, drag and drop and that sort of thing. It's not like Infusionsoft or one of those. Just pretty simple.
Right.
So that's Sendoutcards in a nutshell.
Yeah.
For those of you that are like way over your head and you're like, what's this LionDesk? What's all this listings to leads? I actually do coaching too. So coachmikemahoney.com. And just to give you an example, this woman recently approached me. I changed her last name to Smith. But she was a buyer's agent and wanted to become a listing agent. So I had talked through kind of a proposal for her. And we came up with a 5 webinar engagement. Actually, it was 6 because we did a discovery call up front. So 6 webinars for $300. And I basically walk them through like how to do all this lead gen.
Right.
And connect the CRM. So, I do all their campaigns, whatever they want to do. Like if they want to learn how to use, I use the discovery call. But like, let's say they want to build an expired system. I'll teach them how to use either Vortex or Land Voice. And then, you know, if they want to use the phone, I'll teach them how to get on the dialer and then kind of take them through scripting. I had spent a couple cycles in the Mike Ferry coaching program, which is all about that sort of thing. I've been with him. I've been with Craig Proctor on the sort of marketing side of the house. So I've got good background, got good systems. But, you know, this call, like I said today, was definitely Sendoutcards.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop the recording there.